Hi, teacher. We will talk about discourse analysis and vocabulary. We are the group number H, and this is the presentation number 2. Thank you. Vocabulary in discourse, learning words through context. In discourse analysis, vocabulary is not seen as a list of isolated words, but as part of meaningful text and real communicative situations. So, words only gain full meaning when they are used in context, which includes the situation, the speakers, and the purpose of communication. This perspective doesn't suggest abandoning traditional vocabulary teaching, but rather expanding it. Vocabulary lessons still exist, but they are enriched by showing learners how words function within text. When students understand vocabulary in context, they can interpret meaning more accurately, avoid misunderstandings, and use language in a more natural and communicative way. Reiteration as a lexical cohesion strategy. One of the main ways lexical cohesion is achieved is through reiteration. Reiteration occurs when a word is repeated or when meaning is restated using lexical relations such as synonymy or hyponymy. So writers don't always repeat the same word because excessive repetition can sound unnatural. Instead, they may use synonyms or more general terms to maintain cohesion while adding variation. These choices are not random. They are deliberate and help keep important ideas active in the discourse. Reiteration allows text to flow smoothly and helps readers track meaning without confusion. Lexical cohesion and vocabulary learning. Understanding lexical cohesion has important implications for language learning. When learners become aware of how words relate to each other in a text, they improve both comprehension and production skills. So, vocabulary learning becomes more meaningful because words are learned as a part of lexical networks rather than isolated lists. This awareness helps learners write and speak more coherently, using varied vocabulary to maintain topic focus. So, from a teaching perspective, incorporating lexical cohesion into vocabulary instruction supports more natural language and language use and helps learners produce texts that resemble authentic discourse. Thank you.
I'm Erika Vargas, and I'm going to talk about vocabulary in spoken discourse. In spoken discourse, vocabulary plays an essential role because communication is constructed interactively and in real time. Unlike written discourse, speakers don't plan what they are going to say in advance, but rather adjust their lexical choices according to the other speaker's contributions. This can be seen in the reuse and adaptation of previously mentioned words, which allows speakers to show understanding, agreement, or interest. For example, if one speaker mentions a problem, the other can refer back to it by saying that issue to keep the topic going. This shared vocabulary contributes to the coherence of the conversation and is directly related to turn taking, as each intervention responds to the previous one and prepares for the development of the next turn. Now, relexicalization. Relexicalization is a typical process in oral discourse whereby speakers revisit previously used words and reformulate them using synonyms and antonyms, or more general or specific terms. This mechanism allows the topic to progress gradually and collaboratively, avoiding literal repetitions. For example, One speaker may introduce a problem, then another may refer to an issue, and finally describe it as a challenge. Through this process, participants not only expand the meaning of the topic, but also express attitudes such as agreement, disagreement, or evaluation in a natural way. Relexicalization, therefore, is a clear sign of active cooperation and meaningful participation in the interaction. Now I'm going to talk about discourse organizing vocabulary. Discourse organizing vocabulary consists of words that don't contribute new content, but rather help to structure and organize ideas within the discourse. These words guide the listener or reader and facilitate understanding of the information, as they point to common discourse patterns such as problem, solution, or assertion and counter-assertion. Terms such as problem, solution, result, argument, and evidence allow us to anticipate what is going to be developed or summarize what has already been said. For example, by saying the main problem is or the result of this is, the speaker clearly guides the listener. This type of vocabulary serves predictive and retrospective functions, being especially important in academic contexts. And finally, vocabulary interaction and language learning. From a pedagogical perspective, vocabulary is a central component of discourse competence and goes beyond simple grammatical knowledge. Language learners need to learn words as tools of interacting, developing topics, and organizing ideas in real life situations. When vocabulary is learned within discourse rather than as isolated lists, it promotes a more functional use of language. This approach contributes to the development of fluency, coherence, and pragmatic appropriateness, as well as increasing communicative confidence. For this reason, vocabulary should be thought as an integral part of interaction and discourse, allowing students to participate actively and respond appropriately. Thank you very much.